Let the birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the heavens. According to the folks at the Institute for Creation Research, the phrase open expanse is a way of pointing to the vastness of the heavens. Some birds fly on just the very surface of the heaven above us, and some of them fly as high as 7 miles above the earth. If an object, the heavens above, has a surface that is 7 miles thick, how vast must that object be? The Bible speaks of 3 heavens: the one where the birds fly, that's found in Job; the one where the sun, moon, and stars are, that's found in Deuteronomy; and the one where God dwells, that's in 2 Corinthians. If the known edges of the second heaven are millions of light years away, then the third heaven, where God dwells, is way beyond even that. Today, about 10,000 different species of birds have formally been identified. It is estimated that up to 400 billion birds exist in the world. Just like people, there seems to be almost no end to the variety of appearances of birds, all created by God, fully mature, with just His words, in a single day. Then God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." On day 3, God created vegetation that could reproduce via their seeds and so sustain vegetative life. On day 4, God created the largest part of His creation, but gave the sun, moon, and stars no ability to reproduce. While the universe is expanding, it is not reproducing. Now on day 5, we see a new phrase: be fruitful and multiply. All living organisms, from the fruit fly to man, have 3 common properties. They are self-sustaining, they are self-repairing, and they are self-reproducing. Incredible. Man has yet to invent anything even close to what God created when He created life. The most sophisticated cars, computers, phones, and airplanes are incapable of any one of these traits. They're not self-sustaining, they're not self-repairing, they're not self-reproducing. Creation in 6 days. Some even well-intentioned Christians have sought to take God off the hook, so to speak, for being so audacious as to say that He created all that there is in just 6 days. In our study, we have arrived at the 6th day, and it seems like day 6 is the right time to address this. The universe was created in 6 solar days. Bear in mind that if you do not believe that God created all that there is in 6 days, that you are in opposition to what the Bible says. Sadly, that argument is not good enough for everyone. If Genesis chapter 1 is not the most abused, plain-sense passage of the Bible, then it is certainly among the most abused. So why would this be? Remember, the biblical account of creation demands there be a creator, and mankind stands opposed to a creator because they are opposed to accountability. If God created everything, then He must exist, and if He exists, then we know intuitively that we are accountable to Him. Some of the attacks on the Bible are kind of general. People say, it's just a bunch of stories written by men. But when a general attack is not effective in discrediting the historical creation account, then more subtle attacks erupt, like, did God really mean? Science is used as though it is the end-all, be-all authority on everything. In other words, science becomes the de facto Bible for all knowledge. The enemy has convinced many Christians that while they want their Bible to be true, the scientific community claims to know more about the universe than the Bible. After all, the root word for science is knowledge, or what is known. Bear in mind that what is known is not always true. It was once known that the world was flat. Some well-intentioned Christians try to marry what secular science knows and what the Bible says because they want to believe that both are true. Remember, evolutionists say that evolution takes lots of time, millions or billions of years. So if we want to harmonize secular science and the Bible, then we must add time to the Genesis 1 account of creation. When you add time, you undermine the plain sense of a plain reading of the text, and off you go into error. Your best default position is always to begin with what the Bible says. Genesis 1:24, and God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Livestock, animals that could be tamed and be useful for work. Small scurrying animals like rabbits, hamsters, rodents of every sort, dogs, cats, and the like. Then we have wild animals, animals that cannot be tamed, like lions, tigers, grizzlies, and the like, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. Points to ponder. The Bible speaks of three heavens. If the known edges of the second heaven are millions of light years away, then the third heaven, where God dwells, is beyond even that. Man has yet to invent anything even close to what God created when he created life. This class, and indeed the entire school, is dedicated to helping others see that God is bigger than we think and better than we know. To get to the next video, make a note of the class number for this recording, then search for the next one. Here's a sample. If this video is number L01.1, then the next one is L01.2. And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Rumble.